I have feelings about this um I have feelings about this theory. I'm watching Agents of Shield and I'm on season 5, episode 16, and I feel like I'm having a feeling they are continuously saying how they want to eliminate the time loop, and sometimes in the same dialogue exchange they're saying how they are invincible, but then Fitz said that it cannot be changed. Gemma said they're invincible, then Fitz said, in like the same dialogue exchange, Fitz said that nothing will be changed, but in order to believe that they're invincible, and then she was like, well, you want to tell our grandchildren that, or our daughter, that nothing will ever change? But to believe that you're invincible, believing that through the ideology or the knowledge that a past version of themselves ended up. Also, how is the TVA not all over this? Well, but I actually understand why they're not, because they do stuff like if you move a paperclip a little bit. Also, they don't do it anymore because, like, spoiler alert, Loki like fixed all of it. But anyway, but like it was like if you move a paperclip and like you weren't really supposed to do that, like all time happening all at once over and over and over again, basically, is their whole thing. And so going off of that, I feel like, first of all, Deke even being with them is would create a grandfather paradox. And I don't know how nobody is addressing that, unless they are just comfortable with the idea that they are in a time loop, which is like kind of what's happening. And you can see it, like, it's most pronounced with whenever May and Robin talk. But the goal is to get out of the time loop, so for them to subscribe to the ideology that they're invincible because because they've seen proof and evidence, Deke and Elena being there as evidence that they make to the lighthouse. But it's like, why are you using that as a safety point, as a checkpoint? Like, isn't the whole point of going back in time is to keep the lighthouse from even happening, from keeping the world from splitting apart? But here they are saying that, like, I do not get it. And maybe that's on purpose, because like they're like super stressed out and stuff like that, and like they're just like I can empathize with that, of like being like for example, like I talked about, like, I can understand like innate contradictions, especially in a very stressful situation like this. What I feel though, whenever they keep saying this though, it's just such a big block. You know what I mean? Like, this block is red and it's red and it's black. This block is a circle actually, and it's rolling around all over the place. and they keep subscribing to the block that's stationary whenever, by saying that they're invincible because they make it to the lighthouse. But it's like, why are you trying to make it to the lighthouse? Like, I don't understand it. Like, your whole purpose was coming back and changing things, and so I just, it's like straw man logic, but yeah. But even though the whole thing, like, with the straw man is like you're trying to like pick something apart, is it? Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure straw man, like a straw man argument, like trying to like pick the opponent's argument apart through something that's not actually like substantiated, like not something that the debate opponent was actually saying, but like fabricating something based on like a small piece of something and making a whole straw man out of it. It's like my understanding of it. But this is like that, but like actually like, you know, reverse. And if they were taking the actual thing that is substantiated, that they know that they don't want to happen, and then they're plucking one of the straws out, the straw that makes it all fall apart by making it happen, by saying that, by going through the same channels of energy and direction that would make them invincible. And then saying, well, if one of them doesn't come back, then they know they broke the time loop. So is that what they're trying to do, like subconsciously? Just doing the most outlandish things, like dangerous things, to like try and die, like subconsciously, with the overarching idea that they would survive if they were stuck in the time loop. So it's made them like pessimistic, like internally. Is that what's happening right now? Because it feels like there's something so much more to it. Because for me personally, I would be doing the craziest stuff. I would start painting my lips blue. I don't know, like I feel like you gotta like start trying to do stuff that gets you out of that time loop. But like then, like if that's like already your personality, then it's already accounted for, and it's like, I don't know, something that also, why don't they, it's a shield, why don't they ever call in anybody else? Like, they know all of the Avengers. Like, this was established season 1, and it's like, I get that, you know, they're busy, like the actors who work on Avengers, but it's like, dude, like if it were me, bro, I would be calling Thor. Oh my god, can you defeat the fucking Kree right now? I am so tired of this shit. Like, you got your hammer, you got Asgard, like, depending on... Okay, I'm just gonna have to put spoilers for literally all Marvel movies, because I know that Asgard, like, was destroyed in one of the movies that I've watched recently, but like, I don't know. This is season 5, so season 7 was 2020, so 7... Okay, so 2020, so this was in 2017? So I don't know when that movie came out, but probably like around this time. So I don't know if Thor's available, but y'all could call Guardians of the Galaxy. Girl, this is their job. Well, I guess they're kind of like the whole galaxy. This is like kind of like Earth specifically, shields Earth specifically. But you know what, guys? I will be calling Guardians of the Galaxy. I will be calling Nick Fury. I will be calling Iron Man. I will be calling Falcon. I will be calling... Girl, I be calling Hulk. I be calling Thor. Like, you really want to break the time loop? Let's get a cameo on here, bruh. I be calling She-Hulk. She can break the fourth wall. Yes, I be calling all of them. I be calling, bro, Frank Castle, bro. He get handled, and he even put a little bow on it for you, on the situation, the concept of the situation, or on a little note that says handled, bow, and everything would be okay. Like, I don't know how he would do it, but he would just do it. But it's like, y'all are Marvel, and you know a hella people. It's not just like, it's not like that one girl, Miss Marvel, but like the teenager. It's not like her where she like didn't have any connections yet before she met the other girls. Y'all know everybody. Y'all are Shield. Like, please call up on your oh my god, I will be calling everybody in my freaking phone. Like, it's no joke at all. Like, I will be calling. I've been calling Bullseye. I've been calling. Wait, Bullseye wasn't helpful yet in 2017. He like just now became chill-ish. He's an anti-hero, but like morally gray. You know what I mean? But back in 2017, yeah, I would not have called Bullseye. I would have called Wilson Fisk. You want to take New York from me. The enemy of my enemy, bruh, is still an enemy, but it's a friend of me, and he helped for just a second. Wilson Fisk. Who else would I call? I'd call me. I'd break the fourth wall, and I'd be like, Ava, girl, I got your backs, bro. Oh my god, I got your backs because I got your back. Because the first thing I would do was if the creek came to my girl, no, not the creek, because we wouldn't even get that far. We wouldn't even get that far because we broke the time loop. Because girl, I'm there. That's crazy, but but if Hale was like, oh, I've been meeting with the Confederacy. Girl, you've been meeting with the Confederacy? Who the fuck chose that name? Who the fuck chose that name? First of all, if you have to be in a group that starts with Hale, girl, you know you're in the wrong place. Like, you just know you're in the wrong place. And now you're in the Confederacy. Girl, have you read any history at all? Any of it? At all? And then it's like, bro, but that did make me sad whenever Whitehall. That was really sad. And I was kind of rooting for the guy who she beat up, and I was rooting for their romance rivalry. Yeah, I sure was. And I think that could have been really cool for them if they had escaped. It could have been like, you know, they could have made their own agency. I don't know. But obviously that didn't happen. But the TVA would snatch them up. Hold on. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, girl, but it's sad because like she didn't know any better because like she was raised in that system. But she fucked with my favorite general. Can y'all hear me on that? Like, General Talbot he means something real special to me. He reminds me of the general from Monsters vs. Aliens. And I was trying to think about it for the longest because whenever I first saw his character, I was like, something is really nostalgic about this. Like, just the way that he is. And then, also, shout out to Halloween holiday specials. I love that so much. I watched Monsters vs. Aliens, the original, and then Monsters vs. Aliens Halloween special. I love that so much. I love Halloween special. I love a Christmas special. I love all the specials. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, that's my general. That's my general. Always has been, always will. And yeah, also, did you guys know that Sif and Jane Doe from Blind Spot are the same person? Bro, I saw that, I was like, a lot of these people are looking real familiar. And then her brother is there too. It's like, bruh, sometimes I think about that whenever I'm watching a show and like two people from another show are on this show. It's like, isn't that crazy? Like, y'all were on two shows together. How fun. But they never met. Like on set, like they, well, I don't know about on set, but they were in the same scenes together. Because her brother on Blind Spot was Lincoln, and she was only there in 2 episodes, which was sad, very sad. But I think it was because they were filming Blind Spot, because I looked up, well, I don't know, but that's just around the seasons that she was in. Well, she was in 2 episodes, but Blind Spot started. But I think that I don't know, I feel like they would have put her in there more for some reason, but she's a busy gal. I don't know the true tea though, because I don't know them, but it's just really also interesting because it's like, I just think they did a good job. I think everyone is really doing a good job. It feels very like real. And I was thinking about her accent and I was like, that's impressive. Like, and like I was thinking about like, what would that be like? You know what I mean? Like, but maybe it's less about the accent, because I think about like, oh, like, what if like it changes just a little bit? Like, you know what I mean? Like for myself, like thinking about if I was in a show where I did an accent and it had to be like natural. I think it's more of a feeling though. I think it's more of what, because naturally, like whenever we speak, it's about what feels the most comfortable. And sometimes, okay, going from like the way that I used to speak whenever I was a teenager versus now, it's like I think about that sometimes. And I think about like the way that like speech patterns change, and the fact that the way that I speak now is just the way that I feel more comfortable. And I think about like handwriting too. How like handwriting is like something that's like an acquired experience. Like I used to look at the boards and like be like, oh, I like that, and I'd practice. Like, well, I wouldn't practice it, like, you know, like doodling. Like I wasn't really like a doodler whenever I was in school. Well, sometimes I would draw like little mushrooms, like things I learned how to draw from like YouTube tutorials, ice creams or like little cupcakes. The thing I would do the most though was numbers and letters. Like my page, like the top little corner of my page would just be like a bunch of like G's, sometimes a Y, the number 6, the number 2, the number 9. Yeah. Number 7. But yeah.